Yeah, DNT Music Review. We live. It's Thursday. Get here right now. Tell everybody we in the building. We up. We on the flight. Let's go.
I be with rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, rich hustlers. Need a rich bitch for a rich nigga. We gon' be rich forever. Baby, let's make it happen. Keep stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler, you a rich bandit. Used to be broke, we ain't going backwards. Way before the rap, you can go platinum. Rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, rich hustlers. Need a rich bitch for a rich nigga. We gon' be rich forever. Baby, let's make it happen. Keep stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler.
dntmusicreview@gmail.com. Make sure y'all send that heat. Let's get it, man. Going up, we going up. What's going on with it?
though.
Tell them what's up, Rango.
Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's boy Rango, ADHD, man. It's Thursday, man. We on the flight. We can't get off, man. Y'all already know, man. If you're an artist and know an artist, man, make sure you tag them right now, man. If you tapped in right now, man, tag 5 artists. Tell them to send that submission to dntmusicreview@gmail.com. We got Money Matt about to pull up in a hot second, man. We about to get it in with Rich Roberts. Shout out to Clayco, Southside. Shout out to your ATL Raps. We are a month away. Let's get it. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, go.
I be with rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, rich hustlers. Need a rich bitch for a rich nigga. We gon' be rich forever. Baby, let's make it happen. Keep stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler, you a rich bandit. Used to be broke, we ain't going backwards. Way before the rap, you can go platinum. Rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, rich hustlers. Need a rich bitch for a rich nigga. We gon' be rich forever. Baby, let's make it happen. Keep stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler, rich bandit. Used to be broke, we ain't going backwards. Way before the rap, you can go platinum.
I can make it rhyme for you, they like boy, time for it. Play Cartier so long, need time for it. Eat it up, I can make the bitch stand in line for it. Keep it up like a skateboard, I had to grind for it. You ain't been through nothing, nigga, why you acting paranoid? Sneak this, get your feelings hurt, tryna battle boy.
And I'm coming with a full team, man, got a haul. I can pat a ball, nigga, go harder than John Wall. They say he ain't your friend, shawty watching all your pockets. I try to forgive you, but I ain't forgot about it. Big ol' F&N, boy, this ain't a pocket rocket. I don't need the mileage size, wish you like the paparazzi. Wish I would've graduated, swear I would've went to college. Catches, nigga, really had to fight and come about it. I can't fabricate it, nigga, cause I really come for property. When these niggas drop their addy, we gon' pull up on their property. Yeah, I'm a Richie Millie. Streets ugly, not pretty. Rich robbers, I got double R with me. Hold on, let me find my tidy. That curd up block, bitch stabbed in the back. Rhyme with the chop through the city. Shots in my ear, nah, these ain't blocks, but they hitting. I've been trying to get a ticket, not the one the cops give. That's a milli. If I know it's in your house, I'm coming to get you. I be with rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, rich hustlers. Need a rich bitch for a rich nigga. We gon' be rich forever. Better make it happen. Keep stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler, you a rich bandit. Used to be broke, we ain't going backwards. Way before the rap, you can go platinum. Rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, rich hustlers. Need a rich bitch for a rich nigga. We gon' be rich forever. Baby, let's make it happen. Keep stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler, rich bandit. Used to be broke, we ain't going backwards. Way before the rap, we can go platinum.
Rich and make a robber rich, yeah, we rich robbers. Slam his ass out, no problem, they don't want smoke. Got a rich hoe and she cut though. Hey, rich robber nigga, we ain't going broke. Hey, long live ice and love gun smoke. They was shit out, drags for 30s on Glocks. Play with Richard Mill, double R, spinning block. Yeah, worth a Richard Mill nigga, richer than my ops. Still screaming, fuck a deal, we ain't never running out. See no put him on the plate, so pull up, eat his face. Spent the 1,000 on my shoe, rich gotta split the case. My ties, no shoe, Balenciaga, no lace. Really be a rich gambler. Big bank gang shine with a bandana. I'm still cheating, catch plays, nigga, I don't count. When he pull a slam with rap, nigga, I don't count. Hey, way before the rap, nigga, been plat. Hey, way before the trap, nigga, been jacked. Nigga talking like you rich, nigga, quit cap. Catch him with his bitch, nigga, stay lag. Put his bag on the head, nigga, kidnap. All my niggas BDA, yeah, they bout to act. Hey, curse double R, nigga, know it's hash.
I be with rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, Rich hustlers,
It's Thursday,
rich
we
bitch.
going up.
For a rich nigga, we gon' be rich forever.
Hey,
Make it happen.
share the
Keep
screen.
stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler, you a rich bandit. Used to be broke, we ain't going backwards. Way before the rap, you can go platinum. Rich robbers, rich hitters, rich dealers, rich hustlers. Need a rich bitch for a rich nigga. We gon' be rich forever, baby. Make it happen. Keep stacking, keep player. You a rich gambler, rich bandit. Used to be broke, we ain't going backwards. Way before the rap, we can go platinum.
Turn up. You already know what it is. dntmusicreview@gmail.com, man. Hey, we got Money Matt in the building today, man. You already know what's up, man.
Money Matt was high.
Hey, let them know about that song right there, bro. That shit too hot. What's up?
Man, shout out to South Atlanta, man. Clayco, what's happening, man?
South Atlanta,
Man, South Atlanta, what's happening, man? Clayco.
Clayco in the building, man.
Hey, y'all been clowning us lately too. Like, bro, y'all ain't in London, bro. You right, bro. It's all good. We country, know that. We country.
Hey, nah, man. Hey, we ain't gonna do all that, man. If you in the facility of the city, you are from the city. Damn it.
Facts.
Hey, if you in the facility of the city, you in the fucking city. Damn it.
Big facts.
Let's get it, man. Everybody want to be divisive, man. Nah, this is unity, damn it. You need me.
Man.
Let's get it.
For real.
Let's get it, man. Hey, we stronger together. Yeah. Hold on, what we got here, man? Hey, come see Jack. What's up with it? What's up with it, man? Hey, ADHD Shot Boy, we got both of y'all. What's up with y'all? Let's get it. Hey, man. So today, we got a special guest. Money Matt is in the building.
Money Matt, what's happening, man?
What's good with it?
Hey,
Good with it.
let 'em-
Appreciate y'all for having me on.
I mean, Money Matt, you're a motivational hip hop artist, but let them know a little bit more about yourself.
I'm a 5-time award-winning motivational hip-hop artist. I'm the only artist in my city to ever bring an award back to Cincinnati. And I'm also up for 5 awards at Yo Raps ATL. Make sure you go and vote. 5 categories and vote for Rango and Black Lincoln. I'm also connected to a lot of outlets, radio stations. I also have my own radio station. We out here trying to spread the unity, spread the love.
Spread the unity and spread the love, because that's the message, you know what I mean? So let them know a little bit about like the things you into as far outside of music.
Okay, so outside of music, I get involved. I'm actually coaching my son's basketball team for a charity event. You know, I do charity events. I've done breast cancer awareness events. I've done raising money for homeless shelters. You know, I'm all about the philanthropy, humanitarian side. And I also own a landscaping business outside of all that. So, you know, I'm just multi-talented, you know.
Yeah, multiple hustles. Keep it going, you know. So as far as like the motivational hip hop, can you describe that in general?
Yeah, so motivational hip hop, what it is your traditional hip hop, you know, storytelling, real life events that happen with a mixture of gospel music and some of your traditional, you know, it's a almost like a mixture of traditional hip hop and gospel. But as of recent, I've been throwing some R&B in there. We've been throwing some trap music in there to turn it more inspirational and motivational to reach more people.
Okay, yeah. So it can go there. It can get however you want it, but it's motivational at the end of the day, right? All right.
And I don't promote drugs, sex, or violence in none of my music. It's all about positivity, positive growth moving forward, and about how you can lead your community and help them, you know, lead by example, really.
Yeah, lead by example. So as far as the name Money Matt, how did you get the name Money Matt?
So I actually had started out with, you know, that was my name when I was out, you know, hanging out with friends growing up. It just kind of transitioned into music. And I actually took Money Matt and transitioned into the money will never change me. So it has a message and power behind what's going on, you know. So Money Matt stands for the money will never change me. Not that I love money, you know. I'm all about, it ain't about the money you got. It's about the knowledge you're willing to give and the people that you touch.
That's that. Hey. So it's bigger than the money. The money will never change you, man. That's those bold statements right there. I appreciate
bigger than rap.
You know, so if you were talking to a young rapper right now, what would their advice be? Because I know you're doing things. We're gonna get into that, but if you could talk to a younger rapper right now, what would you tell them?
My best advice to any new artist, especially, make sure you register your music properly through a PRO, Performing Rights Organization. If you don't know what that is, Song Trust, Sound Exchange, BMI, ASCAP. You want to also make sure you register your music with the Copyright Office to protect your lyrics and your soundtrack. So, you know, the composition, your melodies, you know, your overall composition. And if you're a smart artist, you're looking to trademarking your artist name to protect that intellectual property from being stolen right out from under you.
Yeah, protect that. You know what I'm saying?
I got one.
I am Rango ADH. Yeah.
So, Money Matt, would you consider yourself an independent artist? If not, why?
No, I wouldn't consider myself an independent artist. I would consider myself a professional artist because, number one, first and foremost, I do world music. And for a lot of the listeners out there that don't know what world music is, it is adult contemporary music. So I'm not competing with local artists and local acts. I'm competing with your Atlantic Records, your Epic Records artists, your Ed Sheerans, your Maroon 5s, your Pinks, like worldwide artists. So, you know, like I don't stamp down on the independent artists. I claimed it for a long time, but as of recently, I feel as if I'm more professional. You know, I got the numbers to back it. I'm not a local act. You know, it's hard to get me out of my city, but when I come out, it's going to be a show. Like, we got a show March 19th, so you better tell Cincinnati, get there.
Hey.
I'm glad you said something, bro. Make sure you send me the date so I can put it in my calendar.
I got you. I got tickets for y'all. I want y'all to come out. Appreciate everything y'all been doing for me.
Oh, yeah, most
definitely. Know, it goes a long way. Especially in this game, finding genuine people. So salute to DNT for sure.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate it.
You on the live show on the planet right now.
Yeah. So, other than uplifting music, what separates you from other music?
I would say, you know, mainly because I have original content, my authenticity is there. You know, I never tried to be like anybody else. When you listen to Money Matt, you can't go, Money Matt sounds like Kevin Gates, or Money Matt sounds like such and such. Like, Money Matt only sounds like Money Matt. And I thrive on that originality, because in a game that's so oversaturated with the same sounds, you got to be different. You got to be dynamic. You got to be knowledgeable. You got to understand what you're doing to get further in this game.
Yeah. I mean, getting further in the game. So, when it's all over, what would you get yourself into in this industry?
Honestly, I'll probably get into management, promotions. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert at SEO, because that means you're a fraud, but I am very skilled in SEO. I have 25 small businesses currently that I do SEO for outside the entertainment industry. I also do management on my own. Like, you know, I do artist consults. I'm big into giving. I think you should be a smart artist first and foremost. If you're not a smart artist, you're gonna get taken advantage of. And even if you are a smart artist, you may get taken advantage of.
I was about to say, you just put it like this. Basically, what you're trying to say, if you ain't got a disciplined mind or educated enough to the music to understand the questions that's asked behind the closed door, because it's a lot of loops in the conversation, and sometimes they're repeated multiple times, but in different formats to get you to say yeah. And if you ain't got that mind to keep up, you done got yourself in something you don't even want to be a part of.
No, that's facts. And honestly, you know, as an artist, I'm an artist that this is what I feel separates me the most, is that I'm an artist for the artist. I'm not just for Money Matt. I'm for Rango ADHD. I'm for, you know, Day Ones, and I'm for, you know, Nifs out in Colorado, and I'm for all the artists. Like, it ain't about just Money Matt. Like, we can all come to the same table and culminate a following in the independent industry, professional artist industry, whatever you want to call it. You know, none of us are on, you know, mainstream is, I don't want to say it's a scam, But the way it's set up is if you don't understand the back end of the business, you can't get further than your local city.
Right.
And as far as the back end of the business, you got an extensive knowledge in the back end of the business. And could you expand on how you got that knowledge?
Yeah, so I actually been in seminars with Beyonce Knowles' father, Matthew Knowles, out in Atlanta. I did a webinar with them. I've sat down with VPs of directors at other record labels. I've been offered deals from Epic, Warner, QC, Def Jam. And Interscope, mildly, they wanted to put me on tour. We never really got to the part where I saw the contract, but they were all 360 deals. So like, in a 360 deal, if you're going to get that, you might as well 360 yourself, take your weekly check, invest it into your business, pay yourself out of your business. So say you take 25% of your earnings at your job, you contribute that into your LLC and your music, and you work on building your business credit so you can establish longevity so you're able to invest in the things you want to invest in this game. It's not cheap. It costs, you heard Street Sweeper, he was not lying. It costs $250,000 to be the top 5 artists in the world.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey,
in the world, we're talking about Michael Jackson.
Cause what I recognize is a lot of artists put themselves further than what they budget go, and they don't understand when somebody say like, yo, but what if they call and say, yo, I got this going on. Like Kid Dirty, J. Cole A&R that I was working with, when they had an open set for, I think it was like 2,500, and that was cool for an opening. You know what I'm saying? It was a Taylor Swift concert, but it was just the fact that it was an opportunity given to open up at an event in California. But the fact that I didn't have the money for the plane ticket to get to the money, you know what I'm saying? That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing negative to that person because that person gave me the opportunity. Like, yo, if you can get here, yo, I got 20. It ain't much, but I got 2,500. Like, you about to put in your pocket. But at that moment, if I had that money to get there, shit, I would have came back with that and still had something in my pocket.
Yeah. And honestly, a lot of the best advice I can give an artist is, when you go into a record deal, it's not a record deal. It is a SBA loan at a 39.76 interest rate where they're making quadruple the money off of you. So say you get offered a $250,000 contract, okay? That does not mean you get $250,000. They may advance you some of that money, but what they expect you to do with the money you get advanced is to build it into your brand, not go buy no house, no cars, no jewelry. You're supposed to reinvest it and double up your money. And, a lot of artists get lost in the sauce when they get signed. I see it a lot of times. A lot of artists will get taken advantage of because they get an advance check, end up not investing it the right way, and now you looking at getting shelved after you 6 months in.
Real talk. What's up?
Getting shelved, I mean, because you'll sit there and you'll be dreaming for that money, and that money is you gotta pay that back.
Because you find yourself as an artist, now you own this big label, and now you got this big fan base. You trying to impress your fan base and keep your fan base in tune with you. So at this point, you going to buy a big ass dummy chain because Lil Baby got this big dummy chain. So you trying to outdo other artists with jewelry and shoes and clothes, and you spending $500,000 on the dumbass chain when you could have put that $500,000 into yourself. If I'm signing the deal personally, I'm gonna take that money and reinvest that shit in a way that I'm gonna be able to adapt that same amount back to get them they shit right back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
everything I do is gonna be something that's gonna flip.
Yeah.
To be like, all right, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna write that shit up.
And that's truthfully, like look at Moneybagg Yo. He's one of those artists, that's one of the only mainstream artists I listen to because he has a good business sense about him. He ended up paying himself out of his deal within the first 6 months. And then he got signed on another deal, paid out of that in the next 6 months. Like, these artists that are coming out and flaunting jewelry and stuff, for one, I'm not saying don't go buy jewelry. Don't care about your image. Care about your image. But do it in moderation. Take your income tax check. Instead of flexing on your friends, go and put that in your business account and just leave it in there. that's money you weren't counting on anyways. You
Hey.
might as well reinvest it and put yourself in a better position
Hey,
for the remaining of the year and the future.
Hey, go get you a business credit card and put all that shit on your business credit card.
Facts.
Hey man, y'all giving up the gems, man. Let's go. Hey,
so outside of music, man, I want to know the real Money Matt. Like,
okay,
what's your hobbies like? What you like to get into, man? Like don't hold back either, bro. Like, okay, I want to know what's your favorite juice? When you wake up in the morning, like, what's a day with Money Matt? Like, if I come hang with Money Matt, what can I expect?
Man, honestly, I'm just, like I tell a lot of people, like, I'm just a guy, like I'm a full-time father. I'm married. I have a wife. Like, I'm an everyday down to earth person. Like, I'm not the type of person that I think I'm better than anybody. I never put myself on a pedestal. Like, I've been on phone calls where artists have just like, your resume is just so extensive. And I'm just like, man, I'm just a guy. I'm just trying to be myself in this game. And a lot of people are scared to be that, and that's where, coming from like the background I have, my dad, he lived in Westchester, which is a suburb. My mom lived in the hood on Section 8. So I got to see both sides of life. And, I really resonated with, not to say impoverished people, but people that had lower income, because that seemed to be where I found the most genuine people, like the most down to earth, the people that aren't going to sugarcoat things. And it just made me want to be myself, like moving forward. Like, so like everyday life, it's everyday life. Get up, I get up in the morning, get my coffee, hang out with my wife. We talk, we put the kids on the bus. As soon as the kids hit the bus, I'm over here writing music, networking. I'm building on to what I've already established, because moving forward, I'd like to be remembered for all the good things I did, instead of, a song here, a one-hit wonder. I want to be remembered for the things that I did around my music, not just inside of it, like supporting other artists. My radio station, Broken Artists, like that's something to be proud of, whether it was my music or not. We're putting on for other people, and that's really what a lot of people are scared to do. Back to your favorite juice question. My favorite juice has got to be pineapple mango V8. What is it? V8, the V8 joint.
The V8
you know what I'm talking
splash.
about? Yeah,
The V8 splash.
Yeah, V8
some old weird shit.
Yeah, I like to keep my body cleansed. I take vitamins every day. I take care of myself. I drink water.
I never would have thought that though. I would be like, you went over there sipping on some old, you know what I mean, something else. Hey, I can't knock it till I try it though. Shit.
Well, the reason I do the pineapple juice is because the pineapple mango juice. So pineapple, what it does is, my dad was a bodybuilder, so pineapple juice, when you got excess fat, like I weigh 280, I got fat man syndrome right now. So like, I'm trying to shred that weight. And the best way to do that is eating high acidic fruits that don't contain a lot of calories, because now your body is feeding off of, what you already have in the storage, instead of adding more fat onto it. You want to keep yourself lean and in shape. Take vitamins, man. Take care of yourself. Make sure you eating organic food. Find out what's in your food, because the Bilderbergs don't care what's in your food.
Yeah.
So coming up, how was it for you as a beginning rapper when you first came up? Like, let us know the journey. Like, when you first started rapping to where you at right now.
Honestly, when I first started rapping, I really had a hard time. I really struggled. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know anything. No one wanted to help me either. They just kept saying, you the white guy, you the white guy. They tried to make it about that, and I never made it about that. So like, no one wanted to help me. No one wanted to, give me advice. And then I ran into a sponsor, which is still a good friend of mine to this day. His name is Bernard Moore. He had a magazine called BMO Magazine. He had seen what kind of turmoil I was going through within the city. And he reached out to me and was like, yo, I want you to come to Atlanta and perform. And the first performance I ever did was in Akon studio out in Atlanta at Icon Studios. Like, Akon built this from scratch himself. Like, I've been always wanted to step outside the box and not be like every other artist. I don't want to be like your Scallies and Cook LaFleur. Granted, they're great artists. They got a good name in the city. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to follow my own wave, and my come up was hard for me because not a lot of people, I had to take the time to learn this stuff. So I expense, you know, $5-6 grand just in meetings to learn. Like I've always been a student of the game.
Shit.
And as long as you remain a student of the game, you can continue to grow. Even today, like I'm not gonna say I know everything. I know a lot, but I'm not gonna say I know everything because I still learn day in and day out. Every single day, I constantly research, constantly reading books, constantly seeing what I can do to get better, constantly bothering Drop, saying, "Hey, bro, what do you think about this?" Like, you know, he can attest to that. I've called like, "Hey, check this video I shot out. What do you think?" Like, you know, I care about that feedback because it's helped me become the artist I am today, truthfully. And I couldn't have done it without my support. So like, shout out to, you know, all my supporters, like my fans, my friends. I can't really say, I'll say my family, you know, my mom, my dad, my wife, my kids, you know, they really stood behind what I had going. And they didn't think I was gonna make money at it. Like I actually have 8 brothers and sisters. Like I'm one of 8, so, or I'm 4 of 8. So there's 8 of us, and we got a big family. Everybody has kids. Not everybody. We tend to lose sight of people's dreams when you get stuck in the same tumultuous cycle every day, you know. And that's really what it's about. Like you want to step outside your comfort zone, chase your dreams, do what they said you can't do. Do everything they said you can't do, and do everything it the best you can every single day. Because at the end of the day, your family, you might get your mom or your dad to support you, but your family is not going to step behind you. There's going to be people you don't know. Like I get 400 or 500 emails a day on the #1 music site from people about how I changed their life. Like that is wealth to me. That's better than any royalty payment.
And when you get up in the morning, you're like, yeah, man, I just got to keep continuing doing great works. You know what I mean? Keep going hard. You know, you tell yourself, I will win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am winning.
The funny thing about that is like on my studio door at my house, I actually put, when you step behind these doors, you don't say I can't or I won't. You say I will. I will every day. It says it right on my door.
Oh yeah.
So like,
You
know,
I had a kindergarten teacher that instilled that in my brain. She was like, never say I can't. And that's the best teacher I ever had, because you know what I mean? That's all I needed. You know what I mean? So what you saying?
That's kind of what it was for me. Like I had a 7th grade teacher. She told me like I was a troublemaker growing up because I'm blind in my right eye. A lot of people make fun of me. Instead of me going to a teacher, I just fight them, you know? Like, you know, I'm a kid in my element, becoming a product of an environment in 3,000 plus school system in Lakota. Like, you know, the kids are mean, man. They ruthless. And, you know, when you get pushed to a certain level as a kid, you tend to fight back at some point. And I was that kid that you couldn't tell me nothing. I knew everything. I knew everything about everything. I was the best. I was this. What are you looking at? You know, but now, like, as I gotten older, I've realized that not everybody's out to get you, man. Like you gotta keep the people that want to help you close to you and continue to flourish on down your path. Like back to that comment with my teacher. She told me I had gotten in trouble in it was a U.S. history in 7th grade. She pulled me outside and she said, "Hey Matt, man, I want to put it to you like this. You are the director of your own movie. Let's say you have a bad clip. You can go back and change that on the next clip. Just keep moving forward." And that's something I've always lived by to this day.
Yeah.
For real.
Hey. So when you put out Ain't Going went big. Ain't Going was one of the big records. You know, let them know about Ain't Going.
Yeah, Ain't Going. So like Ain't Going was actually geared for Cincinnati because, you know, that's something we say in the city. Like I ain't going for that BS. Like, you know, like a lot of people are like, I ain't going. And I heard it so much that I was like, you know, this might be a trend in Cincinnati. I turn around and I make the song. I heard the beat first and I bought the exclusive. That was my first purchase exclusive beat. Honor Roll Film shot the video. It's at like 456,000 on YouTube. It went worldwide at 200,000 spins and still growing every day. So like, you know, it's one of them records that it is the perfect blend of like what I was saying about motivational hip hop, where I've taken different aspects of different music. I'm like the Elvis Presley of hip hop. I'm the Joe Burrow of music, for real.
Throw it to me, Joe. Throw it to me, Joe.
I've been throwing passes all year long. You know, like, man, I've been trying to put people on game because I want to see everybody do good. But like, I've learned to realize that not everybody is gonna want to do good. Not everybody wants to have your best interests at heart.
Yeah. Can you tell us about some of the things in the music industry that you've went through that you don't want to go through again? You know what I mean? You want to give to.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this is gonna get a little deep. So I was on 10 radio stations in 2019, 2020, 3.7 million listeners a month. I was on 3 different stations at that time through iHeartRadio. I had a good following going on. Promoter of the station called me and said, pardon my language, first of all, called me and said, hey, Matt, man, if you want to win big, you got to suck some dick at sometimes and get fucked in the ass. Like, and that, I was like, what did he just say to me? Like, you know, I'm like, whoa, you know, like that's something I'm not trying to go through. Like my homeboy, he got locked up upstate. Like he's doing a bit upstate. I told him, I said, when we get there, like when you come home, like we're gonna be good. There's a lot of animosity in independent music. Like everybody's in competition. Like instead of being in competition, why don't you give a hand out and help up instead of push your people down? Like this is why independent music is not taken seriously and that's why I take myself out of that element and say I'm a professional artist, because not every independent artist conducts themselves as a business.
Hey, let them know about your website, man, and your services.
moneymat513.com. You know, I do services. I got blog services. I do management services, promotional management services. I have playlisting services through my website. I have artist consultations where we'll break down. I'm specialized in performing rights organizations. I know everything about what it is, what public domain is. I've really put my knowledge to the test and really want to give that out to people and help them out. Aside from the services, I started a radio station, like I said, Grind Right Global Radio. I started that radio station. My music is not on this radio station. I created this radio station for everybody else to have a voice, because I learned one thing, that I spend $2,000 in radio spends a year, roughly, give or take, maybe more, maybe less. But I learned one thing that a lot of stations do not offer. When they say, I'll give you heavy rotation, that means 50 to 75 plus spins. That doesn't guarantee you 200-300 a week, you know? So, you know, it's about creating value within your brand.
So let them know.
Create value within your brand, and that's how you build it. You know, you create the value, and I'm actually starting to expand the merchandise line too. So like, you know, I'm getting into mom and dad wear for basketball games, football games, soccer games. Like we got a lot of new merch coming. It's not just about Money Matt, the brand. Yeah. Do I want to help people? Absolutely. But to grow and prosper, you got to give people, you got to give value. Like I've learned when I do giveaways for people, they support me a lot more because I'm providing with them with something that they can use. Yeah. And that's really what it's about. People don't buy into your music. They buy into you.
Yeah, you just can't be a take person. It's gotta be a balance there. You know what I mean? Because that's how it keeps coming back.
Artists don't understand, man. Yeah. They don't understand.
Yeah.
You loop for one. As an artist, you should want to invest your own hard work and equity into your own product. That way you get a bigger piece of the pie. It'll make somebody respect you more. And in their head, yo, he coming off big, so I gotta give him big, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta be mutualized with it. Shit, he coming big, so shit, I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna make sure he eat, cause shit, what he gonna cap off for, I'm still gonna get my shit too. You know what I'm saying? We damn near break even, so I ain't even about to even fuck you in the contract. Cause think about it, it's artists that's in the industry that ain't even on contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just buddy, you know what I mean? They done built their way to the top.
Relationship.
Like, look at the whole damn bro. Like, ain't none of them signed, but Snoop just brung all on back. Like, you gonna do what you was doing before you left? Shit, go back.
And it ain't about what you know. It's about who you know at the same time. Like,
facts.
This game, if you want people to buy into your music, have them buy into who you are. That's what I've always sold as myself. I don't sell controversy. I sell myself to the people. I'm open doors over here. Come ask me anything. You know, I'm just a normal guy. Like I care about my brand. I care about promoting the professional way, and I care about giving results to people to help them grow within their business as well.
Yep. Yeah, man. So the music, back to the music, Double Up is another hit record. You know what I mean? So let us know what came with that. You know what I mean? How you come up with that one?
Double Up. So I actually heard the beat on a good friend of mine's website. His name's Reed Strozer. He goes by Strozart. He was working with the team of producers called GT Pro Squad. I heard the beat. The hook came to me when I heard it on Facebook. I texted him as soon as he posted it, like, I want the exclusive to this. And I already had the hook ready. So like, you know, when Double Up came about, like when I'm in the studio recording, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm not in there partying. I'm in there to work. Drop, you can attest to this. You've been in the studio with me twice now. It's like something else comes over me in the studio and just takes control. And I'm not saying the devil, is more like God. Like God steps inside of me, and it's like God speaking through me to everybody. And I mean, that sounds crazy, but it's really, that's just how I feel about it. Like I'm not gonna say like I'm like a super Bible thumper or nothing, but like I believe in God. I lost my eyesight on Easter Sunday, so like I held a grudge for a long time against God, and once I hit 19, 20, I realized it was me, you know. I realized it was my fault this happened to me, not God's fault. And the more I started to pray and manifest, I realized God's not out here. God's in here. He's in you. He's not out of you. He's inside of you. He made us in his own image. Like you are God. You guys are gods. Like you have the ability to tap into that spiritual connection and manifest what you want.
Fire. Hey, I gotta ask you, because a lot of artists, they really don't understand. Can you break down what DRT is and media base and BDS and all the things that artists just need a little bit of help understanding?
Yeah, so DRT is like, you know, your I don't want to say it's your bottom level. So you got DRT, media base, and BDS. Media base and BDS are kind of similar. They're both satellite transcriptions. You go through Nielsen BDS services to register your music after you register your ISRC number and your UPC code on Nielsen, on SoundScan. Then what DRT does is they report directly to the radio station. So say Grind Right Global, I'll just use that as an example. I get spins on Grind Right Global. I have all my encoding done properly. I have all my BDS registration done properly. I have now the ability to chart. And what comes out of DRT is, you know, the Wiz 1071, your most favorite radio stations report to DRT because it's a forum for people to chart, you know, and with that chart, you get a top 200 global. You get your top 150 in indie, your top 50 in country, top 50 in hip hop, rock, and so on and so forth. What's good with DRT is once you start charting and you start reaching those higher ranks, iHeartRadio might reach out to you and say, hey, we got 10 stations we want to put this song on because you're number one. We want to help you. And you get a lot more opportunities from working with DRT stations than you do from working from Joe's Blow Radio that's not registered properly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you gotta build that up. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't just say, "Oh, I wanna do radio." You gotta build that up and get the budget together, right?
Yeah. And honestly, so you know, exactly. And DRT isn't about one station; it's about the culmination of multiple radio stations. So, like me myself, I'm on about 35 different radio stations right now that are all digital radio tracker DRT reporting stations. What that does for you is that now puts you in a position, if you can get heavy rotations from one of them 30, you need to mark about, I think it's about, to rank and to even rank, you're looking at like 9,300 spins a week, you know. Yeah. You're talking about 30,000 plus spins a month to be able to stay on the charts. Like, it's not that simple. There's more to it than going and saying, hey, I'm going to get GRG radio and that's all I need. So like what we do is I created these packages so affordable for the artists so they can buy on with DRT, with GRG, and be able to facilitate those funds for those other radio stations so they can get the opportunity to chart. And if you're not registered as a user on DRT, so if you, like Rango, I'm gonna use you as an example. If you send me a song, I put it on the radio, but you never log into DRT and you never file a weekly report to get your song to see what your spins are, it's going to always show unknown and you never will reach the charts that way.
Yeah. So you gotta really take some time, do the research, and put in a budget, and make sure you stick to the budget and keep going. Because it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, y'all. You know what I mean? The independent game, you can't be weak minded. You gotta be strong. You know what I mean? Hopefully I'm not, telling you too much, but at the end of the day, just be strong and don't give up. No matter what you do,
Have an open mind.
All right.
And even if you don't come mess with GRG radio, go get on the radio. Internet radio should be the solid foundation for any independent artist. The reason I say that is because, I've clocked 17,000 followers across all platforms globally. I have 550 fans in the UK that email me every day, every other day. I have fans in Australia. What DRT has given me is the ability to get on worldwide stations and reach people that I wasn't able to reach. Internet radio is just that. It is there for you to reach out to people you've never been able to touch. And that's really the important aspect of having a good foundation. Like I've been on Wiz 101.1 to Wiz. I was on there all 3 months out of the summer. 3 months out of the summer, I got 12 spins in 3 months. Yeah. Those 12 spins only paid me about $476 per spin. Those spins, no payola, but you pay for radio ad placements when you get on the radio. I had just got fortunate and got into a position where I had networked with so many people that, shout out to DJ iGrind. He came and, he gave me a chance that no one would give me. And he was like, man, I really like how you run your business. I'm going to give you this. So he put me on the Sunday mix. DJ Jado spun it a couple times. And I went to 12 spins on Saturday mixes at 2 a.m. I had dozens of people hitting me up. To continue on radio airplay on commercial radio, you better have $20,000 a month. If you want 100 plus spins a month. You better have $50,000 for a 6-month campaigns on 5 to 10 spins a day. You got to have a working capital budget to grow. And even myself, I'm guilty of it at times where I jumped the gun and I got to go back to my fundamentals. It's all about having fundamentals in everything you do. Sports, being a lawyer, being a doctor, it's all about fundamental training. Being an artist, if you don't have the skill set and fundamentals, reach out for help. Find people that want to help you. Ask anybody. Go ask Google. Google's the best reference known to man because it'll send you exactly what you're looking for. I spent hours on Google research and I spent hours in seminars. Like, it's about how bad do you want to impact people.
Man, hey. So as far as the radio station, you got GRG radio, and what accomplishments has it had so far? And how long has it been? How long has it been here?
So it actually started 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I started the station. It was January 31st is the first official day that we launched. I had reached out to artists. We gave them a free month when we first opened to get the DRT reporting on. In that first month, we had a lot more people come. We put people in, gave them good deals, gave them discounts, ran a 30-day special, and then we went to regular price. And in the second month, we have now broken our first artist. Shout out to Sharoyce Antoine. We have broken Money Hungry he was at number 12 on the phone with me this week. And he said, or last week, I'm sorry, last week he was on the phone with me and said, I'm gonna drop this week. I said, no, you're not. You're going up the charts because you have about 159 spins in about 4 days.
Right.
So I'm looking to help keep him climbing because he's an artist that invested in the station. So me being the genuine person, I don't care about people's money. The money that goes to the radio is there to do cash giveaways for the artist and the listener. We're going to get into a lot more things with the radio station once we get the right listeners per month. It's all based on how bad does the artist want to be heard. If you want to be heard, if I want to be heard on DNT, I'm calling on my fans and say, hey, every Thursday, go to DNT, listen to Double Up. Right. I'm going to send it in, tap in. I'm going to share, have your friends share. It's about the culmination of you being able to self-promote yourself. A lot of artists don't understand you can't drop a song on YouTube and walk away from it. Yeah. You got to have a promo game. You got to have SEO marketing. You got to have ads running, whether it be Blipboard ads, whether it be Google ads, whether it be you pay John Blow down the street to hang up flyers for you. You got to promote yourself and put yourself in people's faces. And that's something I was guilty of last year because I haven't really been live too much. So
yeah,
one thing that I learned.
Artists, once you show people how you bring people to platforms, they want to get you more money. You understand? I had to break it down just like that. All right, so bring people to platforms. So if you bring people to DNT Music Review, somebody is out there watching this. Somebody's out there saying, oh, he brought 200 people to DNT Music Review. You know what I mean? Oh, he brought 2,000 people to blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Oh, he did this and that. You know, you got booking agents that watch these things. You know what I mean? You got people out there, managers and A&Rs watching these things. So y'all got to make sure y'all doing that. When you put your music out, make sure you promoting it on every social media platform you can, and just go viral the way you can do it, because people see that and they want to invest in you because they see the work you put in. You know what I mean?
And that's where, you know, like, that's where I'm going to say, I'm not going to give too many away because I'm going to give some artist tips in the music review session, but use LinkedIn as your tool. LinkedIn is my most powerful tool. I have 3,000 followers of record label executives, A&Rs, talent scouts, talent agencies, management companies, people that really support what I'm doing, whether they interact or not. I'd rather have a post with no likes and 100 views than a post with 100 likes and no views. You know what I mean? It's not about who's engaging. It's about putting yourself and exploiting yourself in the right way, whichever way you want that to be.
Yeah, man. Hey, so when it's all said and done, Money Matt, you know what I mean? What do you want to be remembered for? What is your legacy?
My legacy is being a creator of motivational hip-hop music, being a pioneer of hip-hop in general, being remembered as a legend like Elvis Presley, being remembered for the good things I did, the people I helped, you know, when you mention Money Matt, people are going to be like, man, I met him. He's the most humble person I ever met. And he'll give you the shirt off his back, and he's got a mansion now, you know, like I'm just that person that my legacy is going to be remembered as a remarkable one, because I never had to step outside of who I am to be something I'm not.
Hey, Money Matt.
Money.
Hey, let them know where they can find you, Money Matt.
Money.
Hey, you can go to www.moneymatt513.com. That's MONEYMATT 513.com/linktree. And you can get my distribution. I got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I also have LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, all connected at the bottom. So make sure you tap in with me. All my artists out there, make sure you continue to grow. Never settle for less. Settle for more.
Hey, this has been Money Matt, man. We about to get to the review show, man. Hey, that's live right there, man. Money Matt gave y'all some gems in this one, man. Y'all got to rewind this one.
We about to go crazy.
Hey, we about to do another stream, and we about to go live, man. Let's get it. Oh, shit, I ain't got to end it. We can keep going. We can keep going. Y'all still here? We can keep going. Hold on. Let's get it. Hey.
Man, we about to get into it. Y'all already know, man. Man, let's give it to him one time. My street's pretty not ugly.
Oh, shit, you already know. You got to put that.
Hey, man,
MoneyMatt513.com. Make sure y'all go check that out, man, because it's got services on there that there's, you know, the leading in the industry right now, man. He's telling you the game that you need to know. You know what I mean? So
and it's free to inquire. You can go and drop an inquiry.